Mike Tirico next to the great tight end, Greg Olsen. Glad you are joining us for this one. Off we go on Sunday Night Football. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. So the Broncos come out, and Greg, they are led by their QB of the future. Found their guy with the 6th quarterback selection in the 2024 draft. Second season now for Bo Nix.
Well, it didn't take long for Bo Nix to establish himself as a bona fide starter in this league, winning the position with the Broncos as a rookie. He has all the intangibles, but really what sticks out the most, Mike, is the amount of starts he made in college. It's kind of similar to Brock Purdy. Very experienced at the college level. Let's see how that carries over here to the NFL. Initially, Mike, a really good job by the defense. Nowhere to go with the ball for this quarterback. He's forced to pull it down and turn into a runner. Little slow reaction, and he's able to actually pick up a pretty good gain.
From the 35, here's 2nd and a yard. Opening carry of the game, it's J.K. Dobbins. And he's going to be taken down on the other side of the 50-yard line. A gain there of 23 yards. First down, Broncos.
For Denver Broncos.
Big hole up the middle. The interior of this offensive line did a great job clearing some space. The back saw it quick, and he hit it. And next thing you know, he was in the secondary for a big pickup.
Set to go now on 1st and 10. They'll go play action with Nix. He'll step up and run.
Well, that scramble is ultimately going to end up short of the first down, Mike, but it's going to help quite a bit. That's a great job by the quarterback. Just taking what the defense gives you, get downfield, pick up good yardage.
At the Giants' 32-yard line.
2nd and inches. They'll give it to Dobbins.
It's possible they could have tried to be a little bit more aggressive on 2nd down, knowing they had 3rd and inches in their back pocket. But I don't think anyone's going to complain. Pick up the first down, extend the drive, see if you can go score.
1st and 10 at the 29-yard line.
Nix, how to throw it here on 1st down. That is caught, and it's Troy Franklin. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line. 11 yards for number 11. And a first down.
10 at the 18-yard line.
So they move inside the 20. 1st and 10 at the 18. On the ground, here's Dobbins.
J.K. Dobbins, the ball carrier.
Penetration is the key to run defense. Stop the running back before he has a chance to get started. That's exactly how it played out here.
At the 19-yard line.
Lost one on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. From the shotgun, here's Nix. That's going to be intercepted in the end zone. Picked up by Javon Holland.
I'm not going to sit here, Mike, and say there's ever a good time to throw a red zone interception, but in this case, it's the first half. You have the rest of the game to get yourself back down here in the red zone and make up for that miscue, because next time they get down here, they got to be a lot more careful when they decide to air it out.
The Giants offense making their way out for the first time. They're led out by the first-round pick in 2025 out of Ole Miss. It's Jackson Dart.
You hear people talk about it all the time, and it's especially true, Mike, for young rookie quarterbacks, is just the speed of the game. They had a lot of success in college. They were probably the best player on their team, but just everything is faster. Everything happens with a little more urgency. The quarterbacks at the young age that can make that transition the quickest, everything else then tends to slow down.
On the move left, and he's taken down, but not until he gets to the 32-yard line. 12 yards on the game. That's good for a quick first down.
And the Giants first down.
You know, Mike, I like everything about this play except the very end. You've already picked up good yardage. You've already picked up the first down. Now get down on the ground and protect yourself. There's no reason to take those shots.
On 1st and 10, here is Dart. Toward the middle of the field that time, but incomplete. Darius Slayton was the intended receiver. And it'll bring up 2nd down.
They've got to find a way to free him up, and whether that's moving him around the formation or using some pre-snap motion to get him better looks, but right now it's been a lot of double coverage, it's been a lot of tight windows, and if they're going to have more success today on the offensive side of the ball, especially...
And he will not get back to the line of scrimmage. That's going to go down as a sack and a loss of a couple.
We've seen a little bit of a transformation across the defensive tackle position, and what I mean, Mike, is years ago, they were on the interior of the line to stuff the run. They were big bodies taking up space. Now, not only do you have to defend the run, you have to be able to win one-on-one matchups and get to the quarterback.
Work to do following the sack. It is 3rd and long. Out of the gun, here comes Dart. He'll get it into the hands of Slayton. And he'll be taken down with the 1st down as time will run out on this opening quarter. So a big 3rd down hookup takes us to the break. What will the 2nd quarter have in store? Greg and I back in Denver in just a moment. Giants football here to begin the 2nd quarter as they've got it with 1st and 10. Former Sun Devil, it's Cam Scatterboo. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
Great job here by this linebacker, Mike. There was no reading and reacting. From the snap, he was attacking. Meets the ball carrier right at the line of scrimmage. No gain.
He'll try again here. 2nd and 10. On play action, on him in a flash, and he lost the football. And no turnover here. One of the guards able to get the football and get on it to keep possession.
And they should consider themselves lucky. You can't let a pass rusher through that quickly and not expect there to be consequences. Fortunately, they're at least able to fall on it and prevent this from being a complete disaster.
So, backed up after the sack, and now it's 3rd and long. Out of the shotgun, it's Dart. He'll let it fly. Deep ball for Slayton. And that is incomplete.
I like the fact that they took a shot on 3rd and long, right? A lot of offenses in that situation would be a little bit more conservative playing for the 4th down punt. They're trying to pick up a big chunk play through the air, but now that you can't connect, it all but guarantees you got to punt this ball away as it brings up 4th and a mile.
So on 4th down, out is Jamie Gillen to punt for the Giants. The Broncos have Marvin Mims out for the return. Fair catch called and taken right at the 30-yard line. The Broncos offense ready now for their 2nd drive. They'll search for the first points of this game as they begin the drive on 1st and 10. Here's Dobbins. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
Depending on the situation or the down and distance, Mike, the linebackers have different reads. Sometimes they read the offensive lineman. Sometimes they read the running back. In this case, his read brings him right to the play. He's able to make a big stop and keep the game to nothing.
2nd down. Nix. He'll air it out down the middle. A very quick throw there, but he's not on the same page with his target. That's incomplete. Troy Franklin, the intended target. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Let's make no mistake about it, Mike. I mean, this passing game, it just has not been very efficient here in the first half. I mean, they've produced more yards on the ground than through the air, and incompletions like that, certainly aren't going to help.
Working out of the gun, it's Nix. That's caught right side, it's Franklin. And they will finally run him down. A big-time play for the Broncos. 38 yards.
That's good for a Denver Broncos. 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
And this is just where you see some of the speed of these wide receivers, Mike, really make their presence felt. And then when you have a quarterback that has the arm strength and the accuracy to get him the ball downfield, it's a deadly combination and one that's going to really open up other things as the rest of this game unfolds.
He'll try to get back to the line, but it's not happening. Going to lose a yard.
A loss of 2.
Some defensive ends specialize in getting after the quarterback. Some defensive ends specialize in run game. This guy can really make an impact on both, as we saw here for that tackle for loss.
2 minutes remain in a scoreless first half. Greg and I return to Denver after this. On 2nd down, it's Nix. They set up the screen for Dobbins. And he's going to be out of bounds down inside the 25-yard line.
A gain of 12
That screen goes for 12, and that's a first down.
First down.
All right, Mike, so the way they teach these screen plays to the offensive lineman is you got to stop the defender's feet. You just don't want him to get a free, clean rush to the quarterback because you're so worried about getting out in front of the back. Make him start his rush over again before you slip out. Ball gets dumped right over the rusher's head. Bang, now you're in the open field.
And he's close to another first down. He's brought down just shy of the marker.
It's a gain of 9.
These are the play calls, Mike, that offensive coordinators use to just get their quarterback and their passing game into some sort of rhythm. Easy pitch and catch, get the ball out of his hand, see a completion. These typically, as the game goes on, lead to bigger and bigger gains.
And he'll be taken down. Do we have a chance for the first points of this game as they set up 1st and goal?
That's another Broncos first down. 1st and goal at the 6-yard line.
Now Nick's going to look to throw. He takes off. Now a timeout, Giants. That is their 2nd. And they'll get together prior to the 2nd down play.
It's a nice job here defensively. Down here tight, it's easy to be so concerned about stopping the pass that you lose sight of the quarterback when he decides to become a runner. Not the case here. Picks up a little positive yardage, sets up 2nd and goal.
Ball at the 3, 2nd down and goal. Throwing is Nix. They'll try to set up the screen here. And he'll go down back at the 4-yard line. The Giants going to call their 3rd and final timeout. Talk things over before 3rd down. Nix from the gun on 3rd down. Flush to his right. And he gets out wide. He'll go to the end zone. Bo Nix. Touchdown, Denver. Initially looking to throw it for the touchdown. Couldn't find anything. So Greggy takes care of business himself using his legs for the touchdown.
Well, it was clear early on, Mike, that this defense was expecting the pass. And after matching all the receivers in the end zone, this quarterback realized quickly it was his legs that he was going to need to rely on to get the ball across the goal line.
Will Lutz now for the PAT. He's got it. And the Broncos will take a 7-0 lead.
Broncos 7, Giants nothing.
Still a little time. Final minute of this first half. We'll see if they can do anything with this kickoff that is coming their way. From the 6, here comes a return. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The Giants offense can see what they can do in the final minute of this first half. They'll be hoping to match that touchdown from a moment ago. 7-0 our score as this drive begins with a first down. Operating from the gun, it's Dart. He's got his man, that's Slayton. And he'll be brought down up around the 38-yard line. They'll get 11 there. And that's a quick first down.
And this is why most teams, Mike, decide to take the ball first after the halftime break, because they want to be able to control this middle 4. At the end of the first half, you can use your timeout. You can use some strategy to steal an extra possession. If they're able now to go down and come away with points, they'll have a chance to double it up again right after the halftime break.
Second and 4 at the 44-yard line.
On second down, Dart. He'll get that to the former Volunteer, Jalen Hyatt. And he's going to be taken down as time runs out on this first half of play.
All right, Mike, thanks very much. Scott Hansen and crew, thrilled to be with you from the Orlando studios at EA Sports, and we'll keep this one short and sweet. Just one touchdown on the board so far, 7-0 at the half. Will the offenses pick it back up? To find out, let's rejoin our commentary team, Mike Tirico and Greg Olson.
All right, Scott, thank you. This one still anyone's game. We'll see who can come out with a hot hand as our second half is about to get underway. Just that one touchdown on the board. 7-0 the score as the third quarter begins. On the return, it's Gunnar Olszewski. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The Giants offense going to have a first crack at it as we begin this third quarter. They'll start it here with a 1st and 10. They'll go play action here with Dart. Look wide, get this one complete, and no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 29-yard line.
From the 29, here's 2nd and 7. On again, Scattaboo. And he'll be taken down up at the 40-yard line. It's a pickup of 12. First down, Giants.
First down, New York.
Remember this one thing, Mike. It is not how well or how often you run the ball in the NFL. It's when do you run the ball well in the NFL. And I think that's what a lot of these offensive play callers are starting to realize. Can you run the ball well in critical moments of the game? More important than how many gross yards you run for.
A gain of 18 for number 18. And a first down.
Giants.
This is clinic tape for any young wide receiver out there watching this guy run routes. He has the defender thinking everything is a go ball. Attack him vertically, and then when you get to your route depth, you stick that foot in the ground, you break in, balls on time, results in a nice first down pickup.
Now a short one caught by the tight end, Johnson. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5.
At the 37-yard line.
A give out of the gun, and it's Scatterboot. And he'll be near the first down marker. It's called a gain of 3, but a short yardage situation coming up on 3rd down.
And with that run, Mike, even though it brings up 3rd down, it still keeps this offense in what they call a 50-50 downs. It means with the down and distance provided, you can call a run or a pass, and both are equal threats. And that's what makes it so hard for these defenses to defend those situations.
Oh, the defense meets him in the backfield. They stopped him dead in his tracks and set up 4th down.
Well, what looked like an advantage for the offense, Mike, facing 2nd and short now, has turned into a win for the defense. Back-to-back stops for a loss, and it brings up 4th down.
The Giants sending out their punter, as they'll say no to the long field goal and hope to pin them deep. This one angles out of bounds, and the mark comes inside the 15-yard line. The Broncos offense ready for their first possession of this second half. This will begin at their own 13-yard line, so work to do starting with this 1st and 10. They send Sutton in motion. Now it's Dobbins, and he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
Well, this play, Mike, was clearly about the job of this defensive line. Great job holding their ground, forcing these blockers to be stood up. Nowhere to go for this running back, and they hold him to no gain.
They'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. A run with Dobbins. And some good blocking, springing it. A gain of 9 as we get to 3rd down.
The best offensive play callers in the NFL, Mike, do a great job tying in their under-center run game, like we just saw here, with their under-center play action game. And the ability to make those two things look alike, man, it puts a lot of stress on the defense.
Hey, that ought to be enough. Yeah, he's got the first down up to the 25-yard line.
It's a gain of 2. That's good for a Broncos first down. 1st and 10 at the 25-yard line.
So, points at a premium. Defensive battle so far as we are through 3. And Sunday Night Primetime continues after this. Here's 1st and 10. They'll throw. It's Nix. He'll run again.
Well, we've seen time and time again just how dangerous this quarterback can be, Mike, when he decides to tuck it and take off. So that is a great job defensively to rally to the football and hold him to just a short gain.
Ball on the 27. Here's 2nd and 8. Back to throw is Nix. That's caught on the right side by Sutton. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one.
That's good.
A gain there of 15. Good for a Denver first down.
At the 42-yard
A lot
line.
could go wrong anytime you decide to put the ball in the air here late in the 4th quarter as you're trying to run out the clock and protect this lead. But at the same time, I like that they haven't gone super conservative. Just handoff right, handoff left. And it just turns into tackling practice. So I like the balance of making the defense defend everything, because right now, possess the ball, protect the ball, and ultimately just run the clock out.
2nd and 11. the play fake. Here's Nix. He'll dump this out wide to Dobbins. Well, he's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down.
A gain of 5.
Defensive coordinators preach all the time, play pass defense with vision. It's exactly the case here. They're able to rally to the ball, keep that to a short gain.
3rd and 6. Here's Nix to throw. He will air this out, looking for Sutton. And he's into the end zone. That might be the knockout punch. Cortland Sutton, touchdown Broncos. Everything you want to do right there, Greg, in the 4th quarter, get the ball with the lead and extend it to a 2-score advantage.
Yeah, I think this just might end up being too much to overcome. You said it. Once you get a 2-score lead this late in the 4th quarter, there's just not enough possessions to be had to claw yourself back in it.
Lutz for the extra point. He knocks it through. The Broncos move out on top, 14-0.
Broncos 14, Giants nothing.
So now after the touchdown, Lutz going to send this one away. This will be returned from the 6. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. Here's the Giants offense. Now they get set to take over once more. They'll see if they can put something together here, beginning with 1st and 10. Dart fires quickly. It is complete on the slant. And he'll be brought down up around the 38-yard line. They get 11 and quickly pick up a 1st down.
And despite things looking pretty bleak at the moment, I think you got to respect the fact they're out there swinging. They're trying to pull off a double-digit comeback here in the 4th quarter.
They've got all 3 timeouts left, but need to score quick. It's 1st and 10. They'll drop to throw. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. And he's close to another 1st down as he's brought down just shy of the marker.
On the pickup. It's 2nd and inches at their 48-yard line.
Now 2nd and inches. Looking to throw. It's Dart. He'll step up and run this. And they're going to work this down inside the 45. And the Giants here will use the 1st of their timeouts. They'll get it with just under 90 seconds remaining.
Mike, this is great awareness by the quarterback manipulating the pocket. He feels the pressure coming on around him, but so often the soft spot is moving up in the pocket. That's exactly what he does. Takes off down the middle of the field, picks up good yardage, and a 1st down.
To throw, it's Dart on 1st and 10. He's going to be taken down at about the 30. That's catch 3 just on this drive. And it gets his team a 1st down.
Well, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. They clearly have a mismatch in their favor, and every time they've looked his way, he's continued to make big plays. If I'm this coordinator, I think I'm giving him one more shot and see if he can push this thing over the goal line and come away with 6.
And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line. Now a timeout. Giants, that is their 2nd, as they'll get it with just a shade under a minute left in this one. They'll need to score and do it quickly. Still one timeout left. Final minute, 1st and 10. And this is going to be a touchdown. Hold everything. They are not done yet.
He's lined up one-on-one, and it's a mismatch from the very beginning. He's just so fast, so big. He's kind of part tight end, part wide receiver, and when you have that type of skill set, it's just going to be hard to stop.
Here's a big moment for Big Blue. The Giants are going to go for 2.
The Giants will line up for the 2-point conversion.
Throwing again, Dart. That is caught. And they get the 2-point conversion.
Mike, I think all of us can remember exactly where we were during a certain Super Bowl where throwing the ball this close to the goal line ended up being a disaster. But unlike that time, they ran this pass play to perfection, and the result, 2 points.
With 1 timeout remaining, all they can really do here is try to recover an onside kick.
That's a big risk in this situation here, Mike. They're hoping to catch them by surprise, but now when you fail, the other team is able to not only have a short field, they got a chance to extend their lead.
Back onto the field comes the Denver offense. And this one really all over but the shouting. 1 timeout left defensively, but there's no need to use it here. Victory very much in sight now as they'll take a knee. So this will wind up a win for the Broncos. They use a little home cooking here. They play a complete football game and are going to send their fans home quite happy. So that'll do it for us. For Greg Olson and our terrific team behind the scenes, I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. Follow us on X at EA Madden NFL. The Broncos are winners. As we say, so long from Denver.